Hi folks, and welcome back to Quarantine According to Eddie. It's day 12, 1st of April, and it's about 6:30 in the evening. And I got a present today. I know exactly who it's from. They didn't write their name in the envelope, but I know exactly who this is from. It's a cigar. Now, I haven't smoked in a very long time. I haven't smoked regularly in a very long time. So, a bit strange to get a cigar through the post. However, I know exactly whose sense of humour this is. Look at that. Coronas Mayor. The big Corona. Thank you, if you're watching. It put a smile on my face. I'll save it for when all this is over. So, having talked to a lot of people, and had a lot of people getting in touch with me, one of the big things that seems to be an issue at this point, 10 days into travel restrictions, 12 days into the quarantine period, is boredom and loss of motivation. People not being motivated to do their jobs anymore, to do their studies, all that kind of thing. And it's very understandable. We're used to being stimulated more, and we're all kind of confined in our houses, and people are losing motivation. And I want to explore that idea of boredom today and that loss of motivation. Because boredom can be very positive. Sometimes being bored can lead you to being incredibly creative. Einstein was a patent clerk, which is an incredibly boring job, but that was when he did most of his great maths, because it was like a positive boredom that gave him the space to come up with these great ideas. But most of us are experiencing boredom at this point, where we want to achieve something, but we just haven't got the motivation. Too bored to get out of this boredom. So what's happening? Well, I'm going to refer back to Robert M. Pirsig here, from his book Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, where he talks about gumption traps, which are, can be roughly translated into things that remove your motivation. One of which are setbacks, so physical, external factors that make you think, I can't be dealing with this, and that's it's like the rage quit thing, and that can be like your tools breaking, or you've finished something and it's not right, and you have to start all over again. These are the things that kind of sap your motivation, or just being stuck inside one place all at one time. That's an external factor, but it doesn't explain it all. Doesn't explain the loss of motivation completely. The other thing that he talks about are hang-ups, and these are the internal factors, the internal loss of motivation, and that comes from various things. Fatigue, so if you're trying to work and you're trying to work and you're trying to work and you wear yourself out. It comes from anxiety about, is this going to be right? Am I going to be able to do this? You get more and more anxious the more that you lose your motivation. Essentially, your mind is full. And it's full of noise, it's full of froth, if you like. And you're not getting anywhere, it just fogs up. So, importantly, how do you get around that? Well, there is a big tradition in a lot of philosophy, particularly Eastern philosophy, around the idea of clearing your mind. And actually, it works here. It's not just about trying to achieve relaxation, trying to achieve happiness. It seems that these kind of qualities, happiness, motivation, relaxation, they all come from clearing your mind. In essence, they come from not seeking what you're trying to find. If you're trying to make yourself happy, you won't be. If you try and make yourself relaxed, you won't be. If you try and motivate yourself, you won't be. The way to do it is to stop and go, okay, I'm just going to leave it. And with motivation in particular, one of the sort of strange paradoxes is if you say, right, I'm not going to do any work, I'm going to stop, and I'm happy with that. I'm going to clear my mind, I'm going to be happy with that. I will wait for the motivation to come back. If you can do that, and if you can get over the fact it's a bit strange, and you think, I should be working, but if you can just go, I'll wait, it'll come back. It's weird. I can't explain it, I'm not smart enough to tell you why, but it does work. So if you're in a position where you're lacking motivation, try turning away from it. Try instead to focus on doing something else that clears your mind. Try to get yourself into a state of positive boredom. Little stimulation. Maybe a bit of gentle music in the background. Try doing some art, some colouring, some baking. If you can, go out for a walk. Just sit outside for a bit. Stare at the clouds. Stare at the stars. Clear your mind. The motivation will come back. You may have to wait a little bit, and it can be a bit of a strange journey waiting for it, but it's worth trying. So, if you've got any questions or comments, particularly if you think I'm just talking complete nonsense, which, you know, you're welcome to, then get in touch. Otherwise, thanks for watching. If you are struggling with your motivation, good luck. You'll get it back, I'm sure. And I'll see you next time.